What is the biggest problem facing your sport today?
I guess the biggest thing for us at the moment is the lack of junior competitions and the pathways that we have for our kids coming through. It's only just started now that there's schoolgirl competitions that have been developed by the ARL that try and feed into our open women's competition. Before that, we were just relying on kids coming from other sports, and they weren't actually allowed to play the game until they were 17. So we actually lacked the junior pathways in the sport, so now that's actually changing with the help of the ARL development.
I had a chat to these girls before the dinner, and it was probably not as surprising as it should have been, but a theme that ran throughout was that all these girls had to start playing their sport, playing in boys' teams. Nothing existed for the girls themselves. Karen, how does that feature in cricket?
It happened when I was first growing up. I was the only girl playing with all the boys, and I didn't even know women's cricket existed. So and I'd say that's probably the same with a fair few of the sports. But now we've got some really great pathways to get into to make the Australian team. You've got under 15 state teams, under 17s, under 19s. So we've got really young girls coming through, and there's just so many great pathways to come through and some one day represent Australia.
And Cheryl, how about in Union?
It's the same with us, with the rugby league. The girls can play at primary school with the boys. They can play up until they're about 11 or 12, and then from there they go to high school, and not every high school has a rugby union team. They certainly don't have them in private schools, but there's also a gap, like a bridging gap from high school through to opens, because you can play opens at 17 or 18 years old with parental consent and a doctor's certificate.
Why would that only feature in rugby?